Hello everyone. So this is the presentation of my human resource management app which I created for a hackathon, Stack Hack 2.0, organized by HackerEarth. So this is the landing page of the application where you can find the documents of the companies like policy, holiday calendar, and the logo. You can open these in a different link also. Moving on, I've divided the application for two users. The first one is admin and the others are general employees. Both these users have different kind of permissions. I'll show you all the pages one by one. So this is the dashboard. Once a user logs in, it will show you the dashboard of the user where you can see the basic information of the user and also the attendance calendar. So in the attendance calendar, the user can log their attendance. As you can see, today is 23rd, and on 23rd, Michael is supposed to be absent, which is because he created a request for a leave, which I'll show you in a bit. Also, there is a user request menu where the user can create different kind of requests like leave request, payroll request, and for bonuses. Creating a request is very simple here. So if I want to create a leave request for 31st, I can just see that the date has been selected and I can just say any message. This is a leaves application and I can just request leave. Once the request has been created, we'll get this message, and once we refresh the page, we'll see that here we can all review all our requests which we have made. So Michael has created a request for leave and the status is pending here. We can also see the approved and rejected requests that we have created in past, and also we can delete them. So yeah, that's how we can do that. So this is basically the dashboard page, and this is accessible to both the employees and the admins. For the admin, there is an additional functionality which you can see here. The admin is able to resolve all the requests from the employees. So whatever request is made by the employees comes to this panel. Here, Michael actually himself is an admin. So you can see here that the request is being shown, and these are sorted based on the time which they were created. So if I just approve this request, it should give Michael a leave on 31st. So it should log his attendance calendar as read on 31st, as you can see here. So yeah, that's how the request manipulates the data of a user. If Pam is asking for a bonus of 200, then the salary of Pam should increase by $200. So you can see that Pam here is having a salary of 500, and if I go to the admin and I just approve this request, again going to search and refreshing the page, you can see that the salary has increased to 700. So that is how the requests are creating an impact on the data here. There is one more tab for the admin is to create a post for discussion. So discussion tab is basically a tab where you can find a post about different events which will be happening for the company. So you can say that these are one of the community boards where different events are logged, or these are for the employees so that they remember that something is going to happen. So these posts can be created by admin only, and you can create any kind of post. This is a test post. You can also provide it with different kind of test text beautification, like this is a new event. I can do like this. We can also insert an image in the post. I'll just insert uh, an image of mine here. Once the image is uploaded, you can also preview your post here. So that is how it's gonna look when it's uploaded. I'll just hit the submit here. So it shows that new post has been successfully created. We can go into the discussion tab and refresh it. Once we refresh it, you can see that the post is created here. Admin also has the right to delete the post that they have created. So if I want to delete this, I can do that also. And now it's deleted. One more feature which admin gets is to add a new employee. So you can create a new employee from this form which has complete error handling and validation. So I'll just create a simple intern here. Also uploading an image is mandatory for an employee. Again, I'll upload an image of mine. And yeah, in the preview section again I can preview my whole application. So Akshat here is not an admin, and I'll just submit this. Once I submit this, a new employee is created with a unique ID, and also this employee can log in this website using their first name, using this email as one of the credentials, and password as their first name and the length of their last name. So in this case the password will be Akshat 4. I'll show you that by logging in later. Also there's one more page, that is search page, where you can find all the employees, and the admins are also highlighted here. So Michael is an admin, and Toby and David is also an admin here. We also get the functionality to search here. As I've created a new employee, I'll just refresh this page. Once I refresh this, you can see that Akshat is being shown here. From this search page, you can also go to the user's profile, where you can see their basic information and their attendance calendar. You also have the option to delete the user. If you click on that, it will ask you. Once you delete the user, all their attendance logs, all their requests, and all of their data will be deleted with them. I don't want to delete Jim's profile here. Uh, so yeah, you can search the user also for department. There are 3 departments, so I'll search for finance. And when I click here, you can see that department finance people are being shown. I can search with the branch, position, and name. So my name, if I go for Akshat, you can see that we are able to find a search. So these are the 3 pages. The one more page which remain here is Kanban page. Basically, Kanban board is a board for goals for a particular community, and so as I have divided the workforce into 3 departments, that is management, sales, and finance department. So what is happening here is the admin is able to access the Kanban board of all the 3 departments, but they can only manipulate the department, their own department Kanban board, which is the management here. So what they can do here is they can create a new to do item, and they can just add this here directly into the Kanban board. Once it's added, they can directly move it into 3 fields, that is to do. If the work is yet to be done, if they are doing it, they can just click on doing, and it will move directly here in real time. And then if it's done, they can move it to done, else they can move it back also. If they want to delete it, they can also delete it like this. So it's gone, and it's all happening in the real time here. They can also access the Kanban board for other departments, but they cannot manipulate the data here. So this is for the admin section. I'll show you a regular employee section also, which is quite similar to admin but with less functionality. I've already marked Jim's attendance here. Uh, okay, I'll log in with a different account, the one which you created. The password here was capital A K S H A T and the length of my last name. So yeah, so this is the profile that we just created, and you can see that this is my attendance calendar. If I mark today's attendance here and I just refresh it, you can see that I get a green color here. I can create requests just like I showed you before, and I can also access the discussions, but I cannot delete any of them. As I was in the sales department, I created this user in the sales department. This he is able to access the Kanban board of the sales department, but not all the other Kanbans. So a regular employee will only be able to access their own Kanbans, and he can create a to do. Obviously, this is my first job. So yeah, it's added in real time on only, and you can directly move it anywhere. So that is all for the functionality of the application. One more thing to note here is a regular employee cannot use any admin protected routes, that is slash admin. So you can see that you cannot access admin routes because he does not have admin privileges. The whole application has user authentication. So once I log out, I cannot really access any of the protected routes, that is dashboard. So yeah, you cannot access any. If you write anything wrong here which does not exist, so it will show you a 404 error page from where you can go back to the home page. So that is it for the application. The last thing here is that whole application is screen responsive, so you can use it in on any application. All the components of pages are responsive to size, so no component goes out of the screen, as you can see. So yeah, this is one functionality. And also the architecture of app is a client server model. The client is written in React.js, and the server is written in Node Express.js, and all of the data of the application is being stored in a database, MongoDB, hosted on Atlas. So that is it for the application. Thank you for watching.